Hey folks, it's June 2nd. My name's James. I'm the president of the Edmonton Local of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers. And it's a beautiful day out here today. It's a beautiful day today because we have used our democratic rights and we've made a choice. We've decided to ratify the collective agreements presented by the employer. I think it was 89% in favor from the urban members, and I think it was 86.5% in favor from the RSMCs. So, let's move forward. So according to the documents in the contract needs to be signed within 15 days of ratification, so I expect that to be happening soon. I haven't seen any documents about back pay and when that's supposed to happen, so I just don't know. I know that you will get it, but I don't know what the timing on it's going to be. I've heard that we should expect under 90 days, but haven't seen anything in writing, so we'll see how this goes. Just to get this out of the way, because there's always complaining about it at some point or another. Yeah, your dues are going to go up with the percentage increase. Your dues are like 1.72% of full-time wages. Or currently it's like $95 and I think it was 14 cents or something like that. So the dues do go up with our wages. It's less than 2% of your total wages. It's the way it goes. It's the way they're designed. It's the way they've always been designed. Everything costs more, including operations of the union. Speaking of back pay, I suspect that those of you who are on STDP or otherwise on leave of some sort will get back pay appropriate to the number of hours you worked based on the percentage increase. The important thing to remember with the STDP changes, however, is that they're relying on the government approving the system. So I don't expect any actual changes in STDP until actually that happens. And even then, I wouldn't expect a percentage increase for any claims that are already in, because they're going from 75 to 80%. I would only expect that for claims going forward. So there's that. And with big changes to big contracts comes new disputes over old things and new disputes over new things. So you're going to need to take part. You're going to need to participate in grieving the changes that come, right? Like how they're interpreted. Because the corporation is going to interpret them whatever they want to their best advantage, regardless of what reality is. Because there has been no case law established in a lot of these things. I mean, there kind of is. But how is Article 17 going to be affected by these new part-time unstructured workers? Are they going to use them to do structured work? Is there a grievance there? There probably is, but is it valid? I don't know. So there's going to be a lot of fun with that. It's probably going to take years to resolve. But hopefully we'll have a better plan by then. We got 2.5 years. Let's make good use of it. There are also a lot of other fights that aren't necessarily directly on the work floor, but that significantly affect us, such as the moratorium removal, the closure of post offices, which has always been a bad idea. I mean, the first thing you want to do to, improve business is remove access points to that business. So we'll see how that goes. So we're going to need to defend some of our post offices. I don't know, I emailed the CPAA, but I just got like a robot response. It was weird. Maybe I'll try again. But they're also making efforts to change the labor code. They started with a consultation not too long ago. Of course, they did it during the CLC, Canadian Labour Congress. We did manage to make a submission, though. But I think that they're doing this because the Supreme Court of Canada of Saskatchewan says that the right to strike is a fundamental right. So they can't get rid of it. And that's why they didn't legislate us back to work, because our issues are too large and they couldn't succeed in getting the changes they needed through arbitration. But now the International Court has ruled that the right to strike is a worker's right. So now they're just looking at changing the way they can put their thumb on the scale And so we're probably going to have some more fights in the future, because just stopping your strike would be a violation of your rights, like it isn't already. Of course, the courts are slow, much like the grievance process, and they won't resolve anything for years to come. So there's that. There's a lot of things that are going to happen over the next while. Some things we need to focus on. The post offices, the legislation. We have our own regional and national conferences coming up. So resolutions needed for those. God, there's a lot. I want to change a bunch of things in the local, at least not change them, but make them better. I want to integrate more of our committees with their offices and officers, so that we can better align ourselves. You know, if a committee needs a particular thing to happen, well, I want to work with the education committee to make that happen. I want to make things easier in the grievance office. So maybe some grievances that are common, we can streamline that process perhaps. I don't know. This will all come out over the next year. But know that we're here. We're here to defend your rights as they are and as they will be. And we'll get on with it. All right? You guys have a great day.